City at Kauffman Stadium, the parking lot filling up. It's a really nice day weather-wise here in Kansas City. Temperature in the high 70s. Very comfortable, although there is rain coming up for tomorrow. Let's take a look at the American League wild card standings, and the Mariners hanging in there, 2.5 back. They've missed a couple of opportunities these last two ball games.
Well, we've talked a lot about the Mariners playing on the road this month, but you're right. Opportunity is, I think, the way you have to look at it. When you look at this list, the Mariners are going to play all of these teams, including this 4-game series against Kansas City Royals, who they're 2.5 back. So tonight is an important game for them.
Nothing like some head-to-head action. Home runs the story last night for the Mariners. Kyle Seager got the Mariners on the board in the second inning. 1 out, a 2-2 pitch. Home run number 15 for Kyle. His 56 run batted in. And then Danny Valencia might got into it as well.
He did. Another solo home run for Danny, his 12th. Little controversy, but it was a fair ball hit off the foul pole down the right field line. Again, his 12th home run. A couple of solo home runs for the Mariners. Hopefully tonight they'll hit the ball out of the ballpark with some guys on the bases.
That is one of the game plans. Hope it works out. They have to do it without Nelson Cruz. We'll get you word on what happened to him. He was a late scratch about 10-15 minutes ago. Getting ready for game 2 of this series against the Royals. Hang in there. We'll be right back. First pitch is straight ahead. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Stand, baby! Let's play. Game 2 of the great Midwest, Kansas City. Great baseball town. They were world champions just a couple of years ago. So we welcome you into Mariners baseball. One of the big matchups, James Paxton against Salvi Perez. And a Mariner fan, oh, he's going to go for the gusto. How is it? Have at it. Is it good? Does it pass the test? It does. All right, it should. This is a beef capital of the U.S. here in the great Midwest. We take a look at the Mariners batting order for this evening.
Some changes. Nelson Cruz, again, a late scratch. So Danny Valencia, who was hitting 6, will move up and back clean up today. Danny with a home run last night, his 12th on the year. Kyle Seager also homered, his 15th. He has been a hot hitter. And with the scratch of Nelson Cruz, Guillermo Heredia will be in the lineup to DH and batting 6th. And a look at Jason Hamill on the year, a 5-8 record, a 4.75 ERA. Again, April and May, tough months for him. He's pitched much better in June and July, so a little bit different pitcher than the high ERA. 119 in the 3rd innings. He has 93 strikeouts. A couple of changes on the defense for the Royals. Melky Cabrera was in right field. He's in left field tonight. He has 9 outfield assists on the year. Jorge Bonifacio getting his first start in the series. He will be in right field. And Salvador Perez, the Gold Glover, will be behind the plate. The Mariners able to steal 3 bases last night. Mentioned Hamill is pitching better as of late, and against the Red Sox he went 7 innings, 7 hits, 3 earned runs, did not walk anybody. He's really kept the walks down. Look for the Mariners to be aggressive early in counts. 6 strikeouts. He threw 97 pitches. Good fastball in the low 90s, hard slider, occasional changeup and curveball.
Here's Ben Gamel having shaved his beard. First pitch of the ball game. Ball 1. Talking to Gerard Dyson in the clubhouse, and Ben walked by, and Gerard said, "What happened?" And Ben turned around and said, "I forgot what first base was. I had to change something up."
Yeah, that's a hitter. No question about it.
Ben 0 for his last 16. Ben 0 for 5 in last night's ball game. It's this to left field, going back. Melky makes the catch. Last leaping effort, and he takes a double away from Ben Gamel. 1 out.
And sometimes there's nothing wrong with your swing, just some tough luck. We saw it last night, a line out for Gamel, and then this right here, robbed of extra bases by Cabrera. Cabrera in right field last night and left field tonight makes a running catch. The Royals, by the way, the #1 fielding team in the American League. They do not beat themselves in the field.
The milkman coming over from the White Sox past week, making a big play. Here's Gene Segura. Segura looks at ball 1. He's 0 for his last 9, 1 for 11 on the road trip.
See, last night the Mariners taking the lead in top of 6, 3-2 ball game at that point. The Royals came right back, 1 in the 6th and a couple in the 7th.
Gene still in the top 10, although he's dropped down 5th behind Eric Hosmer. He's at 315 and Hosmer 319. Hamill wants a new ball. Good luck at Kauffman Stadium. Good crowd here last night. Another one this evening. Bright sunshine here. Some of the fans out in the bleachers out in left center field and down out in right field affected by it, but not on the playing field as you look at your batting leaders. Home plate umpire tonight, Chad Fairchild. David Rackley at first, Laz Diaz at second, and Larry Vanover at third. Segura's got a good count, 3-1. Robbie Cano on deck. Chopper, here comes Moustakas, bare hand, throws, and safe infield hit for Gene Segura.
And for Gene, a swinging bunt, a little bit of sink to the fastball. With the count 3-1, Moustakas, the third baseman, was playing back. Tried the barehanded play, pretty good play overall.
Good stretch by Gene and a heck of a pick by Hosmer.
Hosmer, one of the best in the business. Gold Glover at first base, but good hustle by Gene to pick up an infield hit.
Brings up Robbie Cano, 5-game hitting streak. Had success against Hamill. 361, 2 homers and 6 runs batted in.
Robbie with a couple of hits last night, picked up an RBI.
Hamill throwing over to get Segura back. Gene 15 out of 22. Hamill drafted by the Mariners, 23rd round, 2000. South Kitsap High School in Port Orchard. Drafted again by the Devil Rays, and then the Rays got him, drafted him again in 02 at Treasure Valley Community College in Ontario, Oregon. Robbie sitting on 499 doubles. Looking to become the 7th second baseman to get 500 doubles. And the 63rd overall Major League history. 1-0. 1-1 to count to Robbie. Among the league leaders in RBIs, tied for third with Aaron Judge in the American League. Nelson Cruz, late scratch, leads the American League with 80. Jonathan Scope of the Orioles at 79. Long pause by Hamill. Breaking ball. Ball and 2 strikes.
Mentioned that the Mariners last night had 3 stolen bases against Perez. Segura with 2 of them, stole second and third. To wonder if maybe the Mariners might be even more aggressive tonight with Cruz out of the lineup.
Make some things happen. Ball and 2 strikes. Segura gets decent lead. Robbie down the line. That should be career double number 500. Out of the box hard. Here's the right fielder Bonifacio to second, and there it is. Robinson Cano, career double number 500. The 7th second baseman in history to reach that number, the 63rd player overall. Congratulations to Robbie Cano.
That's a great milestone for him. Good time for it too, right here in the first inning. Put some pressure on the Royals early in the ball game as he hits a line drive into the corner. He has done that a lot throughout his career. This is on a breaking ball. Looks like a curveball. It is a curveball. 12-6, probably right at the bottom of the strike zone. They're going to take the base out of play. They already have the ball. Have all of his gear.
Bat and everything. Congratulations to Robinson Cano. He joins other second baseman Craig Biggio, Nat Lajoie, Charlie Gehringer, Jeff Kent, Rogers Hornsby, and Robbie Alomar. The only guy in that group not in the Hall of Fame, and he can make a case for him, is Jeff Kent. Terrific distinction for Robinson Cano. Danny Valencia. It's in a cleanup spot with Cruz having been scratched before the game. We got word about, what was it, about 7
minutes before, yeah. The Royals have their infield back. Hosmer even with the bag at first, but everybody else playing deep.
Good night for Danny last night, going 2 for 3. A home run.
That'll work.
Sure will. Plenty deep. Segura will tag. Cano tags. Everybody up 90 feet. Mariners on the board. It's 1-0. RBI Danny Valencia. Cleanup man doing just that. Picking up a run. The Mariners have an early lead. Early lead for Valencia, his 55th. Temperature right now outstanding. 77 degrees here in Kansas City, Missouri. Boeing Field 93. Wow. Portland 95. Walla Walla 99. Medford, Oregon 100. And Mount Rainier, my favorite hiking place, at 76 degrees.
Great temperatures for you today, Dave. Keep that in mind when you get back home.
Here's Kyle Seager, runner at third with 2 outs. Kyle last night 1 for 4 with the home run in the 2nd inning. Last night the Mariners stuck in the 2nd inning. Getting right after it here in the 1st against Hamill.
Well, the last couple of days have struggled a little bit hitting with runners in scoring position as a team. Hopefully that'll turn around today. Typically doesn't last more than a few days for him. Overall hitting .266 as a team. Pretty good average for him.
2-0 to Kyle. Last 2 nights combined, last 2 games, 3 for 16 runners in scoring position. Here's Kyle with a 3-0 count.
Always has the green light to swing if he wants to. Escobar, the shortstop, playing up the middle. Merrifield, the second baseman, out on the grass. Now they're just going to put him on.
Runners at the corners, 2 outs. That brings up Guillermo Heredia, added to the lineup as the DH. with Cruz having been scratched. He's 3 for his last 8, hitting .276, 6 homers and 20 runs batted in.
Picked up a base hit in last night's game.
His first look at Jason Hamill. Hamill in his 12th year in the big leagues. Strike one. Hamill began his big league career with Tampa Bay, then Colorado, Baltimore, Cubs, Oakland, Cubs, now Kansas City. 15-10 with the Cubs last year, 3.83 ERA and 30 starts. Check swing, foul ball.
Back-to-back breaking balls to him.
Hamill, a big guy, 6'6", 225, 34 years old. Born in Greenville, South Carolina. Grew up in the great Pacific Northwest. Here's the 0-2 to Heredia. Runners at the corners. Outside.
You saw the slider again. He will throw his slider a lot. When he's ahead in the count, he will throw the slider 45% of the time. That's more than he'll actually throw his fastball. Behind, still 35%.
On 2 strikes. Perez sets up outside. Runner goes. Pitch swung on. Set to center field. Easy play for Kane. Mariners get a run on 2 hits. No errors. Leave 2. Get off to a good start here. Robbie Cano, a milestone for him. His 500th career double. Mariners 1-0. Royals coming to bat. Nothing like getting some love and appreciation from your teammates. A milestone for Robinson Cano, his 500th double. Only the 7th second baseman in the history of baseball to reach that number. Congratulations to Robbie. Take a look at the Kansas City lineup that will face the Big Maple James Paxton.
The Royals are 12th in runs scored in the American League, so they've had their struggles this year, but not because of Eric Hosmer. He is 4th in the American League in average with a .319 batting average. Salvador Perez, 21 home runs for the catcher. He will hit 5th, and then hitting 6th, Mike Moustakas is 3rd in the American League with 30 home runs. And for James Paxton, 18 starts on the year, looking for his 12th win, 11-3 on the year, a .268 ERA, and 107-30 has 125 strikeouts.
American League Pitcher of the Month for July. What numbers? 6-0, a 137. First pitch, Merrifield looks at a strike. Merrifield 0 for 3 against Paxton. Pax had a no decision here in Kansas City last July. overall in 3 starts, 1-0 with a 2.20 ERA against the Royals.
For James on the year, his average fastball 96 miles an hour. As the game moves forward, he'll be 97, 98. Has the knuckle curve, slider, changeup to go with it.
Popped up. Valencia's got room. 1 out. And the latest on Nelson Cruz, neck spasms KO'd him from tonight's game.
All day today, so that's pretty good news overall. We'll take a look at the defense for the Mariners. Gerard Dyson in center field, 10 assists for him. He leads the American League. Leonis Martin will get the start in right. Had last night off the back in the lineup playing right field, and Mike Zunino will do the catching. For James in his last outing against the Mets, 6 innings, 6 hits. Did not allow a run, no walks, a big key for him. 8 strikeouts. He threw 108 pitches, not giving up a run in his last 17 innings. Start of this game today.
Very impressive. Lorenzo Cain, first pitch swinging, foul ball.
To get in on his hands, 94 miles an hour right on the inside corner, and you can see him shaking that right hand, making that thumb bark a little bit.
And we've seen him do that to a lot of right-hand hitters this year. Guys in Houston can attest to that.
Yes.
Still looking for any sight, any possibility of a maple tree here, but I think we're going to come up empty.
Like I said, we saw a few of the signs, the A signs.
That's great.
See, when he's behind the count, you know what you're going to get. You're going to get a fastball, and a pretty good one. That fastball at 95 miles an hour right on the outside corner.
Nice and easy too, isn't it?
A lot of people were asking me about him here in Kansas City, wanting a scouting report on James, the other broadcasters and some people down on the field. And I told them, I said, he's going to really amaze you, and it's just what you're talking about, Dave, in that it looks like he's out there just playing catch, but you keep looking at the gun and it's going to be 95 to 98 miles an hour, and it'll be that way the entire game. I think that there's some deception there because he looks like he's not putting any effort into it at all, and the ball is on you.
2-2 to Cain. They got fooled there big time, tagged by Zunino. Strikeout number 1 for Paxton. 2 down.
That's been a big pitch for him. The curveball to right-handed hitters with a couple of strikes. He throws it about 46% of the time. He's picked up a lot of his strikeouts because of it. It's a knuckle curve, breaking ball down in the dirt.
Melky Cabrera, 4 for 13 since coming over from the White Sox. Second tour of duty with Kansas City. Looks at a strike.
His best fastball so far at 96 miles an hour.
Another thing that was great about his last outing, beat the Mets, it was 9-1, so he wasn't stressed. The boys got him a lot of runs, and he didn't have to go but so far. An easy inning as Cano finishes it off, throwing out Melky Cabrera. 1-0 lead for the Mariners. On top 1-0 early on here in Kansas City. Edgar Martinez's number will be retired next weekend, and as part of the celebration, giving away replica number 11 jerseys. Thanks to Alaska Airlines, it's free to the first 45,000 fans on Sunday, August 13th. For tickets, go to mariners.com. Good to have you with us, everybody. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, Root Sports Crew. Inning number 2. Here's Gerard Dyson. What an ovation he got last night. Had a lot of fun talking to him about it today. First pitch from Hamill. He said, really appreciate the love. He says, I was digging a hole because I wanted to feel it. I wanted to enjoy it. Then he said, Salvi screamed at him. He says, tip your flipping helmet, dude. They had a lot of funny dialogue going on, as they always do.
It also helped that he had a good night. He ended up 2 for 3, had a sacrifice bunt, stole a base. Good night for him all the way around.
His preference on that first AB, wanted to go large, man. He wanted to hit
well, of course, yeah.
Get it out of here.
Already single season career high for him in home runs. He has 5.
And you can appreciate this, having been traded a couple times. He said, you know, when he was at first Hosmer and talking to guys before the game, how's it, you know, because he was an integral part of what they had here for a long time. And the guys were saying, how do you like it over there? The guy's good. He said, hey, man, I love these guys. They're great. Love the city. Just the travel, but, you know, everything else, it is what it is. He said, I'm having a great time. I want to be here for a long time in Seattle. And it was just so much fun talking to him today, because he was still buzzed. And how could you not be with the appreciation they showed him last night?
I mean, you know how many guys are fortunate enough to put on a uniform and never get to a World Series? And then you're in an organization for your entire career, and that happens for you, and you're a big reason why. Yeah, I would say that it's pretty special.
3-2. Dyson leading off here. Bottom third of the order. He's followed by Zunino and Martin. Mike. Yeah, Dyson. And Dyce's face lit up. He said, I said, how was it, man? He said, man, it was sick. Yeah, it was really something, man. I had a good time. These people were great last night. Hit it hard, base hit. Last Diaz has to get out of the way. The umpire thinking about it. Now he's going to, now he slams on the brakes. He'd have loved nothing more to run on Kane.
You know, he was going to make a play. Stays on top of that last pitch, at the top of the strike zone. Pretty good fastball. Drives it back up the middle. You can see Kane was playing towards left center. Dyson sees that right away.
Boy, he shifted into gear, and then, boy, he got on the brakes.
And hopefully he's okay. It took him a little while. He had his hands on his knees over at first for a while. Looked like maybe a possible ankle there. Hopefully he's all right.
It's Mike Zunino. Mike looking to get back on the hit train. It's been a tough go. 0 for 7, 0 for his last 7, and 1 for 9 on a road trip. Just joining us, Robbie Cano, 500th double in his career, 7th second baseman to do it, 63rd player overall in the history of Major League Baseball. Almost, not quite 20,000 guys have played Major League Baseball. One and one to Mike Zunino. Get some high-end alpha males here. Sometimes they are heard. Well, Mike's picking up. Apologize for that. Jason Hamill not pleased with his delivery on the 1-1 pitch. The 0-1 pitch, rather. Dyson running dialogue with Casey Candela, first base coach. Fouled off by Mike. 1-2. Right now, the Mariners, if they could just get half of what Mike produced in the month of June, they'd be thrilled.
I think Mike would be too. It was a terrific month for him.
31 RBIs, 10 homers. Long run for the right fielder Bonifacio. Oh, that's a heck of a catch by Hosmer. Well done. He and Logan Morrison might be the two best doing that, especially for two big guys, Mike, running down the line like they're going out for a deep pattern in football as we look at a Big Fish Casino big catch.
Well, Hosmer is just a terrific athlete all the way around. He runs well for a big man. He moves around well. Probably could play third base if he wasn't left-handed. Kind of fielder is. He's one of the best fielding first basemen you're going to see in the game.
Could do like your old teammate Don Mattingly if he had to play third base for an inning or two.
Probably could. Donnie certainly did that, and I bet he could do it too. Leonis Martin had last night off, back in the lineup, hitting ninth tonight. Really been swinging the bat well since rejoining the ball club.
Pinch hit in the ninth and Cade, but it's great to have him back. What a luxury to have a veteran like Martin down at Tacoma to come up when Haniger got hurt. And hopefully, here it is today, August 4th. Hopefully in the next 10 days to 2 weeks, not sooner, Mitch will be back. All the best. Hang in there, Mitch. Hit in the face in the last homestand. Stockis will not have a play here. Leonis Martin. Rockies start back in April, was hitting just 111. DFA'd, then re-signed. That was a great piece of news when they DFA'd him, passed through waivers. Nobody picked him up, and the Mariners were able to re-sign him.
I think sometimes you have to be fortunate, and I think they probably were on that deal.
You know it. In and out of Perez's glove, 0-2.
A couple of fastballs for him. He's been late on both of them.
Faintly hear a "Let's Go Mariners" cheer. That's starting to build a little bit. Yeah, the Pacific Northwest folks in the house here at Kauffman Stadium. Getting booed now by the Kansas City fans. 0-2 to Martin. And he strikes out. 2 down. First strikeout for him.
It was one of those situations, just thinking about it, as Hamill was holding the ball, trying to change up things with Dyson at first base. But I thought, you can see the fastball up out of the strike zone. Maybe for Martin in that situation, call timeout. He held the ball for a long time, and I think when you're standing at home plate ready to hit and you're standing for a long period of time, tendency is that right there to have a later swing. There's nothing wrong with calling timeout. You can certainly understand why Hamill was holding the ball that long with Dyson at first.
Ben Gamel, second time through now.
Hit the ball well his first time up. Cabrera in left field took extra bases away from him. Line drive over his head. He was able to run it down. Clean shaven Ben Gamel. Let's hope he doesn't shave again until October. What do you think?
He'll look like the piece we did last night in the house of David.
Means he's hot, though.
Yeah.
Swing it.
Thing you know about Gamble, he is not going to worry about it. If he's on fire, if he's cold, he's like, hey dude, time's a game. One of those guys.
Yep.
Well, that was the other conversation I had with Dyson about. I said, dude, what is up with your throwing? And he says the thing that has really worked for him, he says, the transfer. He says anytime I make a glove the ball, I get my throwing hand available ready and get rid of it quickly. He says I don't have the carry that Heredia has, or Gamble, or Martin especially. But the quickness, and he said I don't care what grip it is, I get rid of it in a hurry.
And he's so accurate, though. He makes accurate throws.
And he said I got the short arm, but I get to it and I let it go. And I said the other thing that you blow me away, I said you've got me a couple 3 times already because you don't do the big load. You just boom.
Like an infielder almost.
Yeah. A lot on it. So it was fun talking to him about that. A little bit of baiting in there, as you called it. He said to Shields the other day in Texas. Figured he had that bag easily.
Yeah, he did. 10 outfield assists for him, though. It's working.
Two and one to Ben.
Hamlin just trying to stay at the top of the strike zone with him. Patience gets him into a good count.
Merrifield, the second baseman, out on the grass on the right side. Not too deep, a couple steps. 3-1 pitch, runner goes. There's Salvi's throw down to second, and he got him. The Salvi gets one there after Dyson got him a couple of times last night. 1-0 Mariners. Sports brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. And by International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 191, investing in our future. Good blue-clad crowd here at Kauffman Stadium. Mariners baseball on the road, 2-2 here in this road trip. Big rain expected tomorrow. Real possibility of a doubleheader for Sunday. Day off Monday, and then in Oakland Tuesday, Wednesday. There's Eric Hosmer to lead off against James Paxton. First pitch strike. Hosmer 2 for 7 against Big James. Fourth leading hitter in the American League. Hosmer, Perez, and Moustakas, middle of the order for KC.
Dave. Paxton in the first inning, 11 pitches, 8 strikes. He topped out at 96 miles an hour. He's been on such a great run, and he looks pretty good here in the early going.
Another 95 right there. Saw the highlights from last night. See Brandon Moss a little bit later. He did big damage last night. A couple of home runs, drove in 3.
He's one of the few left-handers that we've seen that actually have done pretty well against Paxton. He's in the lineup because he's 3 for 4 with a home run against him in his career.
1-2 pitch. Put it in play to Segura. 1 away. Keep an eye on the other wild card contestants. Such a great opportunity. Mariners back to 500. 55 and 55 as you look at Sal Perez. Kansas City at 56 and 51. 2.5 behind Cleveland. Sal 0 for 3 in last night's game. Way late there.
Another good fastball at 96. One of the other things that we've seen from James over the last month, this terrific run that he has been on, depending on the lineup, as they're set up inside right here. Depending on the lineup, he doesn't just stay with the same thing. In other words, early in the season it was 97 inside to the right-handers, go to the curveball when he has 2 strikes on him. He uses both sides of the plate now. Seeing his changeup a little bit more.
Fair ball handled by Seager. Goes to Valencia for out number 2.
Really starting to pitch and use both sides of the plate. He has no problem pitching at the top of the strike zone with the good velocity.
Very impressive. Cleveland 5-1 on the Yankees, bottom 5. Tampa Bay losing at home 1-0 to Milwaukee. Angels play later on against Oakland. Here's Mike Moustakas, 1 for 3 with an RBI last night. Mike 1 hit against Paxton. It was a home run. Having a terrific year, 3rd in home runs in the American League. Aaron Judge at 34, Smoke at 31. Moustakas with 30. Cano throws him out in another strong inning by James Paxton. 6 up, 6 down. He's got a 1-0 lead thanks to Danny Valencia's RBI, the sac fly in the 1st. For this time in August, it's unusual to be this cool at 77 degrees. CenturyLink brings you what's next. Felix takes the mound that we play tomorrow. Danny Duffy will be his mound opponent. Felix Rockies start last time and then settled in and pitched 3 strong innings to finish up his last stint. There's Ben Gamble. He was at the dish when Dyson was caught stealing for out number 3 in the 2nd inning. Stops in a breaking ball. Top of the order, Gamble, Segura, and Cano. Gamble trying to break a big Ofer. Ofer's last 17. Hit the ball hard a few times and unlucky here. Hit it off the end of the bat. Moustakas throws him out. Another interesting note around baseball: the Dodgers, who have just a runaway record at 76-32. Yu Darvish making his first start tonight. He's opposing the Mets, and he's got a 3-0 lead, bottom 5 in New York. Like they needed more help.
Well, I don't think that they really needed more help, but they have it now with Darvish. Segura with a base hit his first time, and he has scored the 1 run for the Mariners.
Infield hit, and this one off the end of the bat. And a nice long stretch, his last stride going down the line. Moustakas had to come in and charge a slow roller. And a nice play and a nice pick by Hosmer at first, but it was a base hit. Right after him. Hit by Segura, his 4th against Jason Hamill. Here's Hosmer putting that away in fair territory. 2 away. At select weeknight games this season, view level seats are going to be available for as low as $13 plus. Guests can enjoy happy hour specials on food and beverages until first pitch. It's all part of BECU half price nights at the ballpark. Details at mariners.com/specials.
Well, if you missed it, Robinson Cano doubled his first time up. 500 career doubles for him. It's quite a milestone. It's on a curveball. Curveball probably in the middle of the plate, but down at the knees. Line drive down into the right field corner. After the double, took the ball out, took the base out, took his bat out, batting gloves, shin guard, all of it went. I'm sure some of it will end up at the Hall of Fame on display.
Perez target down low.
Really good crowd here tonight. Fireworks night.
A lot better. Last night was good, but this is a lot better, no doubt. I mean, the upper regions are filled. That tells you.
Full house.
2-1 to Cano here. 2 out, nobody on. Top of the 3rd. One pitch. That'll play 2-2. Mariners road record now at 23-28. Back to 500. Just can't get over or get beyond being 2 games above 500. They've done it twice. 55-53, 39-37. Still looking for that big blast off point. Went 8 out of 10. Swing and a miss. Cano's gone. Inning over. 1, 2, 3 in the 3rd. 1-0 for big James Paxton here in Kansas City. Jen, thank you. 6 up, 6 down with 1 strikeout for James Paxton. 3 groundouts in the second. First inning, a pop up, a strikeout, and a groundout. Last 4 outs recorded. Ground balls. Jorge Bonifacio, the right fielder. Good years, the extra outfielder with 14 homers, 33 runs batted in.
And then for James, he's had a good fastball tonight. He's been 94. He's hit 96 a couple of times. Looks like the knuckle curve is in pretty good shape also. You can see first pitch strikes. That's fantastic. 7 out of 7. And he's working ahead. Well, when anybody works ahead, it's a good thing. But for him, it's dominant. Others really have a tough time dealing with him when he's ahead. So good command today. See 24 pitches, 18 strikes out of the 24.
You're lucky to watch this guy work. 6-0, a 1.37. 6 July starts. American League Pitcher of the Month. He's 2-2 here.
Oh, there's a good fastball. 97 on the inside corner. Seems that over the last month he's been able to dial that up anytime he wants to. It's nice to have that in your back pocket, Dave.
Oh my goodness, you kidding?
97 on the inside corner.
Full count.
Didn't quite finish that last pitch.
Trying to put away Bonifacio to start the third. 3-2 pitch. He does. Swing and a miss. 1 down. Second strikeout for the big Maple. And
when in doubt, just challenge him, and that's what he does. 96 miles an hour on the inner half of the plate. Probably elevated a little bit, just above the belt.
Tired the first 7 men here.
Well, that'll bring up Brandon Moss. He was the hero last night. A couple of home runs for him last night.
You hear that dread in your voice.
I still remember him from his days with Oakland, and always had power, and he can be really streaky.
Yep. 2 for 4, 3 RBIs, couple of home runs.
And he's 3 for 4 with a home run off of James. Unusual to see left-handers have success against him, but
2 home runs he hit last night gives him 16 career home runs against the Mariners. Change of speed there. Of course, a strikeout. Quick dismissal there. You gotta like it.
So after a couple of fastballs in the outside corner, he comes right back with the off-speed pitch. Good breaking ball. Mike able to keep it in front of him. See the knuckle curve right there. When he's ahead 0-2, 1-2, he wants to bounce and throw it in the dirt, get him to swing over the top. There's a lot of strikeouts with that pitch. Biggest reason why is because of his fastball inside. You have to cheat to try to get to it. Here's another fastball in. Right on his thumbs. And you know what? That has an effect on the hitter right now. So Escobar, who's hitting ninth in the lineup, he's thinking, wow, that was on me in a hurry. I have to get started a little bit earlier. And the earlier you start your swing, the less opportunity you have to make adjustments or to at least pick up the baseball. And that curveball, you have no chance. Look at that fastball. That's just perfect. Yeah.
Dot the corner. Oh, 2.
98 miles an hour on that fastball. And again, it's a mistake for James. He wanted to be at the top of the strike zone and ended up in the middle of the plate. But when you throw 98 miles an hour, you're going to get away with it more than most. And he did right there.
Oh, 2 to Escobar. Ball 1. 3 strikeouts, 4 groundouts, and a pop-up, a foul out. One-two pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 9 up, 9 down, 3 strikeouts here in the third, 4 for the game. A brilliant start. Start like an ace for James Paxton. putting up a dominant performance through 3. Edgar Martinez bobblehead night, presented by Root Sports. It's set for Friday, August 11th. First 45,000 fans are going to take home a bobblehead of the Mariners Hall of Famer, holding his famous light bat that actually turns on. So get ready to appreciate Edgar in a whole new light by picking up tickets now at Mariners.com. So much to like about what you're seeing in James Paxton. You know about his month of July, 6-0 with a big ERA, 1.37 tonight. 9 up, 9 down, 4 Ks. Danny Valencia going to lead things off here in the 4th, responsible for the only score tonight. Sacrifice fly in the 1st inning scored Gene Segura.
4 strikeouts for James and also 4 ground ball outs. The ball in the air was to the leadoff hitter Merrifield. That was a pop up to first.
Strike 1 to Danny. 4, 5, and 6. Danny, Kyle Seager, Guillermo Heredia.
Danny with a home run last night, his 12th home run on the year. Also had a double went the other way, both of them to right field. In fact, he hit the right field foul pole for his home run.
I still can't believe that Ned Yost came out and beefed that so vociferously and then of course he got thrown out of the game.
Of course. That's 2 nights in a row for him to get thrown out. Back-to-back nights he was thrown out of the game.
That is an element taken out of the game anymore. You don't see too many beefs anymore.
No.
Not like you used to. Inside. 2-1. Boy, if Earl Weaver were still around, God rest his soul, he wouldn't know what to do.
He would still get thrown out. I'm confident in saying that.
2-1. Popped up. Hosmer has the play. One out. I'll bring up Kyle Seager. Intentional walk in the 1st inning. By the forecast is foreboding for tomorrow. The likelihood it's going to rain all day according to the forecast. These guys have been wrong before, but they've been right a lot too. So we are expecting to play 2 on Sunday. Skied medium right center field. Kane's under it.
We will be prepared either way, Dave.
Absolutely. Good Boy Scout. And this copyrighted telecast, it's presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners, may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. Guillermo Heredia, if you're just joining us, about 5-10 minutes to 7 Central Time. Nelson Cruz scratched neck spasm, so they had to make a late change in the batting order. And the lineup, Valencia moved up to the cleanup spot. And Guillermo inserted as the DH. Nice play by Moustakas. Easy inning. 6 pitches to get his 3 outs. To the home 4th we go. 1-0 Mariners. T-Mobile Unlimited Baseball Break. The category, consecutive starts with a win in franchise history. Paxton trying to move into a tie with Moyer and Bankhead. Pretty impressive list. Joel Pinheiro, Freddie Garcia, Randy, Eric, and Rick Honeycutt. Longtime pitching coach for the Dodgers. Pax 9 up, 9 down, 4 Ks, including the last 3 batters. Strikes out the side in the 3rd. This begins the 2nd time through the order. Here in the 4th, Whit Merrifield, the 2nd baseman, to lead it off. The Big Maple indeed.
A little bit of Mariner history for Paxton too. He had a scoreless streak of 23 innings earlier. So with the 3 innings today, he's back at 20. That's only the 3rd time in Mariner history that a starting pitcher has had 2 scoreless streaks of 20+ innings. Iwakuma did it, Freddie Garcia, and now James Paxton.
Good numbers there. (2-0). Mariners got their run on a Danny Valencia sac fly in the 1st. And a 1-out single by Segura. Cano followed with a double, got him to 3rd. The Cano double is 500th, 7th second baseman ever to do it, 63rd player in history to do it. And the sac fly by Valencia. It's the only scoring tonight. Merrifield shows bunt. It's a strike.
One of the things that's been pretty consistent with James too throughout this run that he is on is typically at the start of the game, his fastball in the 1st inning is right around 94 miles an hour. And as the game moves on, his pitch count starts to get up, his velocity goes up with it. And right here in this inning alone, already 96, 97. This for the slider.
Full count. Just a second 3-ball count. Mike sets up inside the 3-2 pitch. Bounce foul.
I mean, that's 98 on the knees, inside corner. You're just not going to do much with that as a hitter, even though it's a hitter's count. Another perfect pitch. Lorenzo Cain waiting on deck.
(3-2) pitch here to Merrifield. Walked him. First base runner for the Royals. First walk of the ball game for James Paxton. Hamill struck out 2. He's walked 1. It was an intentional pass to Seager. There's Cain, struck out in a 2-2 pitch in the 1st. Infield set for a double play. Strike 1. Cain an RBI single, 7th inning last night. Stole 2 bases, had a walk, went 2 for 3. (0-2).
After the walk, quickly ahead again.
Talked about their run game. Merrifield, he'll pick them up. 17 out of 19. Cain's got 19 bags. Those are the main generators of the run game. (0-2). Here we go. 0-2. Merrifield, good speed at 1st. Pitch to Cain. Fouled off. Month of July, Paxton won at the Angels, won at home against Oakland, won at the White Sox, at Houston, and at home beat Boston and beat the Mets. 46 strikeouts, 6 walks. Big pitch here at 0-2.
Been 3 pitches, all of them the fastball from James. Paying attention to Merrifield at first base, as he should. Dave mentioned 17 stolen bases. Good speed at first base. Typically by this point he would throw that knuckle curve to see if he can get a strikeout.
2 to Keane again.
Good off-speed pitch at the bottom of the strike zone.
See Royal Vision center field, one of the bigger vertical boards, video boards we have in the American League. Pitch down low, blocked by Zunino. Nicely done. 1-2.
One of the things I've talked about with Mike, he not only blocks the ball well, but typically he will keep it close to him, which makes it difficult for the base runners to try to take the extra base. A lot of catchers can block it, but if it bounces off of them, away from them, the guys will take the extra base, and Mike does a nice job of keeping it close to him most of the time.
2 strikes. Long run into the corner for Martin. Nothing doing.
A little bit of a different breeze tonight. Last night it was blowing from left to right. Now blowing out to left field a little bit. Not much of a breeze, but what there is going out to left.
One, 2 to Lorenzo Cain, and throw over. Dyson playing a few steps over towards right center. 1-2 pitch. Coming on Gamble. He's right there. It's the line drive. There's one away. Long at bat for Lorenzo Cain. Time now for our Geico This Date in MLB history. Take you back to '85. George Thomas Seaver becomes the 17th pitcher in big league history to win 300 games. He was with the White Sox. He won it against the Yankees at Yankee Stadium. Melky Cabrera grounded out to Cano. Bigger lead for Merrifield. 0-1.
A little bit surprised that he hasn't tried to run yet. Mentioned the big lead. James average move to first. I'm sure he has that by now.
To the gap, Dyson coming on. He makes the play. Nicely done, Gerard Dyson. 2 down.
Another great example of the difference in the outfield defense for the Mariners. A line drive to Gamble in left field. In this line drive, you can see where Dyson starts, but a pretty good jump on it. Is able to outrun it. Line drive that probably most center fielders played into a base hit. But a couple of outs here in the inning to help James out.
It's a thrill, Mike, I got to tell you.
It is.
All those years, we were envious. We don't have anybody like Gerard Dyson or Lorenzo Cain. Now we got Dyson. Not bad.
Pretty good.
Makes a difference.
Yep. Martin is out there. You can say a thing when Heredia is there. Haniger.
What a good group out.
Great group. That's one of the things that Jerry talked about when he first had the job. I remember at the end of the season that they needed to get more athletic and play better defense in the outfield. Well,
mission accomplished.
Yeah, he has the best outfield in the American League, if not in baseball.
And all 3 of these guys out here can chuck it too. Haniger, when he's been right, he's been able to be a really good.
Heredia has a great arm.
No, Heredia. Dyson said Heredia's got the best, not even close. And that's saying something given
Martin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All go get it and throw it.
Clean shaven Ben Gamble.
better get a new ID. I don't know if they'll let him in the ballpark. Had that beard for so long. 1-1 here to Hosmer. Good hitter. Dribbler. And he's going to take care of it. And the inning is over. A walk, 2 line drives, and a dribbler to first. Paxton's out of the 4th. 1-0 Mariners. We'll see him on the mound tomorrow, hopefully, weather permitting. If not, we'll see him on Sunday. And speaking of looking ahead, Mattress Firm brings you the Mariners calendar. It looks like this. 2 more games in Kansas City, day off in San Francisco. Play the A's. The 8th and 9th come home for our only homestand of the month. Angels and the Orioles, both teams in contention for wild card spot. Then Tampa Bay, another one. So a lot of opponents have the same thing in mind as the Mariners get to the playoffs via the wild card. Here's Dyson to lead off here in the 5th. 7, 8, 9, Zunino and Martin to follow. Dyson with a base hit center field in the 2nd inning, and good buddy Sal Perez threw him out trying to steal second. Hit hard, but Merrifield gets the 1-hopper. One away. Danny Valencia's first inning sac fly. They only scored off of Jason Hamill. Here's Mike Zunino. Popped up. Play made by first baseman Eric Hosmer.
Hamill's had a tough time working ahead. First pitch strikes. 17 batters, just 8 first pitch strikes for him. Well, hopefully the Mariners will start to take advantage of that. So far for Seattle, just 3 hits. He's had a good slider tonight.
Bounce foul. Hamill last year with the Cubs, 15-10, a 3.83 ERA. Or the World Championship. Chicago Cubs. Cubs are taking over in the Central, over in the National League by a 1.5 over in Milwaukee. I'll back my mic.
Yeah, good pitch for him to hit to 90 miles an hour, pretty much in the middle of the plate, down just enough, comfortable to get the barrel to it, and he fouled it straight back.
Covered that pitch in June. Boy, did he. Hamill's retired the last 9 men he's faced. One-two pitch. Nino's out via strikeout, 2 down. Hamill, that's his 3rd K tonight.
You can see the game recap. Cano, 500 career doubles, doubled in his first time up back in the 1st inning, and James Paxton has looked really good tonight.
There's Martin, 2 out, nobody on. Breaking ball, swings through. Hamill basically here taking the spot that Yordano Ventura was going to mend, and then had an untimely tragic death down in the islands. Sorely missed by this Royals organization. And that's one of the many ways they have honored Ventura here at the ballpark. Rod Dyson wearing that on his cap. Ace nickname, obviously off the Jim Carrey Ace Ventura movie.
And at one point he was the ace of the staff.
Absolutely.
A lot of talent, through 100 miles an hour.
Very easily too. Big rip by Martin, comes up empty. 2 out, nobody on, 2-2 count.
Hamill has a really good feel for his breaking ball. His command of it has been excellent tonight. Two
to Martin. Full count. Hamill has walked 1. Seager intentionally, 1st inning. Three-two pitch. Hit pretty well, but going back to get it is Kane in the gap, puts it away. Inning over. 11 consecutive hitters retired by Hamill. Mariners lead it 1-0. On Root Sports is being brought to you by Safeco Insurance. Find a local agent at safeco.com. Do more and buy steel. To find your local steel dealer, visit steeldealers.com. Second Bridge, right here across the Missouri River into downtown Kansas City, is named after Buck O'Neil. You're talking baseball. You're talking about Mr. Buck O'Neil. Let me tell you. And I got a kick out of him. I always love being with Bob Kendrick, president of the Negro League Museum and Hall of Fame. But just in our pregame, listening to Bob, you can tell he was around Buck so much because his lilt and tone and pacing is almost a carbon copy of Buck O'Neil. And I say that, and that is a high compliment. One down off the bat of Salvi Perez.
I would agree with you on that. You can certainly hear it.
And the same love for the game, too.
Yeah. One of the few times tonight that a Royal has been able to square it up a line drive right at Valencia. Moustakas grounded out to second his first time up.
One base runner for Kansas City tonight. Fourth inning leadoff walk to Whit Merrifield. Moustakas grounded out to Cano his first time.
This is on a changeup. Still pretty scary if you're a left-handed hitter knowing that James throws 97 miles an hour. And that was an 80-mile-an-hour changeup.
Third leading home run hitter in the American League. Moustakas, good pitch. Speaking of Buck O'Neil, Bob, we were talking about him yesterday, and he said that hopefully the Veterans Committee in 2020 will finally put him in the Hall of Fame, where he richly deserves. Too bad he's not around to cherish it. It would be the right thing to do. Three and one of Moustakas. Bonifacio's on deck. Figure might have a play. Nope. Thought he had a good chance. 3-2. Paxton on one of the best rolls you ever want to see a pitcher get into. 6-0 in July and picking right up here. First start, first hit of the night for the Royals. Moustakas with a solid, clean base hit right field.
I was wondering if James was going to challenge him. 3-2. Moustakas with 30 home runs on the year, and he does. Didn't want to walk him. Solid base hit into right on the fastball.
Moustakas enjoying his best home run year. And he's going to have his best RBI year. He's at 30 at 70 starting tonight. Two-time All-Star. There's Bonifacio struck out on a 3-2 pitch. Four strikeouts, one walk, and one hit. So on the Paxton ledger to this point. Breaking ball for strike.
James now at 65 pitches, 46 strikes. Good shape with his pitch count.
A wild pitch that got away. Mike didn't have a chance on that one.
I believe that was on the curve ball. Knuckle curve. And we'll take a look at it. They want it down in the zone. It's down, but just too far out in front of home plate. See, when it hit the ground, it bounced straight up in the air. A lot of spin on the curveball for Pax.
Ball, 2 strikes. Tying run at second. Found back.
you go. Ahead in the count. Throws his curveball 30% of the time.
Big pitch here at 1-2. Soft one hopper. Cano will throw out Bonifacio. Over to third goes Moustakas. 2 down here in the 5th. Tough customer right here. Moss struck out on 3 pitches in the first inning. Did big damage last night. 2 for 4. 3 runs batted in. A couple of home runs.
In his first at bat, it was 2 fastballs at 97 on the outside corner, and then put him away with a good slider off the plate.
Looper, and we get a tie ball game. Base hit, wild pitch, ground out, base hit. 1-1 game. RBI for Moss, his 29th, 4th RBI. 2 get less than 2 games.
Jams him, good fastball, 96. They wanted it on the outside corner, ends up middle in, and he just fights it off. Soft little line drive into left field, but that will tie up the game.
There's Escobar. Alcides Escobar, the shortstop. Struck out on a 1-2 pitch, ending the 3rd inning. The inning, Paxton struck out the side. Brandon Moss's 29th RBI makes it a 1-1 game here in the 5th. Meanwhile, the other side of the coin, Jason Hamill pitching well. Retired the last 11 men that he's faced. Hold him. Two outs, a run in, a runner on. 0-2 pitch. Hear that go off of Mike's chest protector. Good work.
Again, the ball bouncing right out in front of him. No chance for Moss to move up.
Oh, 2 strikes. Pitch. Fouled off. Paxton trying to get out number 3 here in the 5th inning. Make a quality pitch here. Escobar, here it comes. Fouled off.
Thrown everything at him, 5 pitches, and Escobar has seen his slider, his changeup, good fastball.
James Paxton's scoreless string ends at 21 innings. Try to get it 1-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fourth career start against Kansas City, 1-0 record for James. It's 2-2 here.
Good pitch. See Mike letting the infielders know that the play was going to be at first. 3-2, 2 outs. Moss will take off with the pitch.
Two out, 3-2 pitch. Moss takes off. Pitch swung on and missed. That'll do it. But the Royals tied up a run on 2 hits, no errors, 1 man left. To the 6th we go in a 1-1 game. game set. The Orchid card is all you need to ride the Sounder train. Link light rail, buses, ferries, and streetcars. Learn more at getorcasmart.com. Top of the order. James Paxton throwing a nice ball game. He and Jason Hamill have hooked up for beauty here. 1-1. As we go to the top of the sixth. Third time around now for the Mariners against Hamill.
See if Ben can check in with a base hit, get him going in the right direction again.
0 for 2 tonight, 0 for his last 18. There we go. That'll break it up. Starts a streak the other way.
Swung the bat pretty well tonight. Cabrera robbed him of a hit. And one hopper right at Moustakas this other time. So.
Look at that third number, Mike.
Yep. Well, hopefully that'll be the case tonight. Opponent's average third time through the lineup, and Gamble just started that for him with a base hit. Nobody getting loose in the pen for the Royals. I'm sure they're aware of those numbers.
There's Segura got an infield hit, scored the Mariners' only run back in the first. Popped up to Hosmer at first, the second time up. Gene, a broken bat liner, and they got him doubled up.
And with the play in front of you, it's a mistake that you just can't make. You're going to get your secondary lead, but he should be able to read this quickly. A line drive you have to freeze on. Took that one extra step, and that cost him getting back and turning it into a double play.
2 outs for Robbie Cano.
Robbie 1 for 2 tonight, a double, his 500th of his career. Also set up the first inning for them to score. The double moved Segura around to third with 1 out, and Valencia was able to get a sacrifice fly.
No Nelson Cruz tonight. Neck spasms. Scratch from the lineup. It's about 10 minutes before 7 o'clock Central Time when we got word. Hopefully he'll be back tomorrow. 0-1 to Robbie. Slicing foul.
Take another look at the double. It's going to be on a breaking ball, curveball down in the middle of the plate. He lines it down into the corner. Segura going into third.
I'm sure they've taken almost everything else. They'll probably take his jersey afterwards.
Oh, I'm sure. May have already done that.
Good point. 0-2 here. Hosmer, fine play. 3 outs. Gold glove quality. As Hamill needed just 6 pitches. The double play a big part of it. The Mariners are done in the 6th. Nice play by Eric Hosmer. one ball game as we go to the bottom of the 6th. And MLB.TV every night, every device. You can watch all out-of-market regular season games live. Plus, get a free subscription to @Bat Premium, the #1 app for live baseball. Blackout and other restrictions do apply. Visit MLB.TV for details. Good to have you with us, everybody. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, Root Sports crew here, Kansas City. Fireworks coming up after this ball game tonight. Friday night, summertime, makes sense, right? We do it at home. And this place is jumping. A good number of Mariner fans to see the Big Maple in action. James Paxton, 5 strikeouts. Didn't give up a run until the 5th inning. Past the diving Seager. Off the bat of Whit Merrifield. Gamble gets it back in and ends safely with a slide. And his 24th double, Whit Merrifield, leading off the 6th.
Well, for the leadoff hitter, Kyle Seager has to play even with the bag at third, and because of that, he's not able to get to this backhanded play just out of his reach. Pretty good play by Gamble out in left field to be able to cut it off, and a strong throw in, but just too much speed for Merrifield. See how the Royals want to play it. Lorenzo Cain, one of their better hitters. They like to sacrifice, and with the way that James is going tonight, I wouldn't be surprised to see it right here. We'll see what Ned Yost wants to do. Kyle Seager even with the bag at third. Same for Valencia at first, expecting the bunt.
And he shoots one through the whole right side. Charging is Martin. Big stop sign by Mike Jersley, respecting the cannon-like arm of Leonis Martin. Runners at the corners here in the 6th.
3rd inning in a row where they're making James work a little bit. As we take a look at this breaking ball, hits it the other way. In the 4th inning, he had to throw 19 pitches. In the 5th, he had to throw 21 pitches. And already in a lot of trouble here in the 6th.
Paxton, 3rd time through. The number goes up on him as well.
He will make adjustments.
Melky Cabrera. Ground out to Cano and a line out to center. First pitch swinging, almost took Merrifield's helmet off.
Another off-speed pitch from James. Right over the top of his head.
All right, a little Mariner fan got a baseball. Merrifield holds, but Cain advances to second.
Yeah, they rule it pass ball or a wild pitch. Pretty good fastball.
Called it a wild pitch. Second one tonight for Paxton. One-on-one to count. Melky Cabrera. Infield comes up close. Broken bat. Bobbled by Segura. Got enough arm to throw out Melky. Big out.
Segura on the ground ball was keeping an eye on Merrifield because of his speed. Took his eye off the ball last second. Was able to knock it down, but didn't catch it cleanly because of it. Pretty good pitch by Paxton to jam him. Just a routine ground ball right on the hill. Yeah, he was looking right at him at third. Plenty of time because the infield was in.
One away brings up Eric Hosmer. 2 groundouts tonight. One to short, one to first. Having an outstanding year. 4th leading hitter in the American League entering tonight.
Field still in.
Career 2 for 9 against Paxton. Big out. Pax needs. Bounces
What a
that one
play.
up. Indeed. Ball 1. Change that last scoring decision from a wild pitch to a pass ball. The scorer just changed his mind. Runners at second and third, one out. Paxton's got 5 strikeouts. He could use number 6 right here. Chopper foul, 1-1. Paxton through the first 4 innings. No hit ball, gave up a run on 2 hits in the 5th, and he's given up 2 hits here in the 6th. Trying to keep this a 1-1 game. 97. All Hunt. All in 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. He got the strikeout he needed. Strikeout number 6 for Paxton. 2 outs. Runners at second and third. 1-1 ball game in the 6th.
What a great pitch, and that's what it was going to take. Take a look at it right here. Hard slider, 89 miles an hour, well located. Not able to lay off of it, and that came right after the 97 in on his hands. Both pitches perfectly executed.
Another tough out here in Salvador Perez. Grounded out to Seager and lined out to Valencia. Both bullpens watching. It's Paxton and Hamill duel here in Kansas City.
For James, his next pitch will be 90.
1-0 to Perez. By the time up, missed inside. Merrifield at third, Kane at second. Paxton trying to get this out to end the Kansas City 6th. Two and 1. Perez taking his time. Long look by Paxton. And he's ready with the 2-1. Merrifield, here he comes. Here's a play, and Paxton can't hold on. Kane goes to third. Zunino got it to him. He couldn't make the grab. If he holds on, he might have had a play on Merrifield. He got down the line quickly. Kansas City leads 2-1.
I think they definitely have a play on him. Mike's able to get to it quickly. It's a breaking ball in the dirt. Keeps it out in front of him. And a break. James gets off the mound in pretty good shape, and he would have had him if he hung onto the ball. He would have been out. Merrifield taking a chance, and it pays off for Kansas City. James just had to make the catch. You can see he beat him there and was going to be able to put the tag on it. Just not able to hold on to it.
Wild pitch. Kansas City takes the lead. You can see Paxton's frustration, slamming his glove down there.
I like that Mike just spent some time out at the mound, trying to calm him down. Pitchers aren't used to being in the dirt trying to make plays like that. Still needs to make a pitch right here.
Especially not being contacted at the plate. He's got a 2-2 count. Kane at third, 2-2 to Salvi, and hit foul. Paxton's pitched his tail off. He needs some offensive help when the Mariners come to bat in the 7th. Got to get this out here. 2-2 here. To Perez. Pitch. Valencia will take a look. It is not coming back to him. Other wild card contenders. Cleveland 7-1 over the Yankees, top 9. Tampa Bay trailing Milwaukee 2-0, top 9. Right now, important pitch here, 2-2. Got him. Strikeout number 7 for Paxton, as the Royals strike for a run on 2 hits, no errors. There is a pass ball and a wild pitch. It's 2-1 Royals. James Paxton thinking about what could have been in the 6th. Gives up a run on 2 hits, strands a runner. There's a pass ball, a wild pitch. Down 2-1.
He was able to strike out Perez at the end of the inning, but now Perez out of the game. Drew Butera is going, the backup catcher is going to take over behind the plate. Hamill has been throwing great, working well with Perez. We'll see if that makes a difference now that Butera is behind the dish.
Seventh inning change here. Butera takes over. His dad Sal, coach in the big leagues, a scout for a long time, and played in the big leagues for a while. Breaking ball, Danny Valencia, ball 1. Valencia, Seager, and Heredia coming your way.
Good count for Danny right away. Ahead 2-0.
Two-0 pitch here to Valencia. Takes a strike. Brian Buchter. He wound up being the winning pitcher in last night's 6-4 Kansas City decision. Kane barely had to move. 1 out. Seattle Children's Playfield is one of the best destinations at Safeco Field for the Mariners' youngest fans. Located on the main concourse in center field, Playfield provides family fun at the ballpark. 1 away here in the 7th. Mariners got their run on the Valencia sac fly first inning, nothing since. In fact, they've been one hit in that time, and this is what the starters have done here tonight.
Kyle 0 for 1, intentionally walked his first time up and then flew out to center field.
Gamble did get a hit in the 6th, so one hit after going hitless in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th by the Mariners. A lot of pitches at his back foot.
Have somebody like Hamill on the mound. He throws so many sliders to the left-hand hitters. That's going to happen a lot. He'll throw his slider again at any point. Doesn't matter what the count is.
One and two. So the Indians finish off the Yankees 7-2 tonight. The Yankees in Kansas City holding the 2 wild card spots starting tonight, close behind Tampa Bay, Seattle, and the Angels. Kyle up the middle, right past Laz Diaz, the second base umpire in the center field, a base hit. 1 for 2 night for Kyle. Bring up Guillermo Heredia. Was fly to center, and a hard hit ground ball that Moustakas took away a base hit from.
Take a look at Kyle. It's going to be at the top of the strike zone. Pretty good fastball, but he's able to get on top of it and drive it right back up the middle.
Guillermo, late insertion into the lineup when Cruz came down with a stiff neck. And in the dirt, no advance by Seager. Drew Butera taking over behind the plate for Sal Perez. Nelson Cruz, hopefully he'll be available tomorrow. One-0 pitch here to Guillermo. Down the line, just foul. Goodness gracious. Seager would have had third easily. Might even scored.
Maybe have scored. You're right. But that just missed the corner of the base.
Here's Hamill pitching in the 7th inning. Hamill cut a break there. 2-1. Hamill went 7 in his last outing against Boston. Picked up a win. Prior to that, it had 3 consecutive no decisions against Texas, Detroit, and at Detroit. 2-1. Seager runs, pitch, swung on a miss, throw in the center field. Kane backing up. Stolen base, Kyle Seager.
Second time that Kyle has tried to get down to second base tonight.
Second stolen base for Kyle.
Not sure he would have run if Perez was still behind the plate, but you have the backup catcher now. Perez out of the game, Butera in the game, and Kyle takes a chance and is able to get into scoring position. Not many opportunity for the Mariners to score tonight. They are 0 for 1 with runners in scoring position. One run that they did score was on a sacrifice fly by Danny Valencia.
He almost got a 2-2 count. Kane not very deep, shading towards right center. Hamill ready. Long hold, 2-2 pitch. Line drive, left field, gets down there. We got a tie ball game. Guillermo Heredia with an RBI double here in the 7th inning. New ball game, 2-2. Guillermo picking up an RBI, his 21st, his 9th double of the season.
And again, he was not originally in the lineup. Cruz was in the lineup. Was scratched just before the game. They put Heredia in as a DH, and he gets a breaking ball right in the middle of the plate. He doesn't miss it. Solid line drive all the way out to the fence. Seager scores easily after the stolen base.
That's the pick-me-up they needed. RBI Heredia. Ned Yost making a pitching change. And we'll step away for a moment, catch our breath. 2-2 ball game here in Kansas City. Following up a Kyle Seager single and a stolen base. Already at doubles, and it ties the ball game. That's what Hamill did tonight.
6 1/3, 6 hits, a couple runs. They were earned. He's responsible for Heredia, who's at second base. 88 pitches, 53 strikes.
There's Ryan Buckner, got the win last night. Rod Dyson tried to put the Mariners in front. Heredia with great speed. He's at second, 1 out. There's the line on Buckner.
48 strikeouts in 41 innings. Good number. Opponents hitting just 189 against him. He has a good fastball at 93 miles an hour. Slider, curve, cutter.
Came in the 7th inning, threw 1 pitch, got a ground ball, got out of the situation. That was in the Mariners' 7th, 8th inning. Kansas City took the lead. He wins the ball game. Mariners scored way back in the 1st. There was a scoring drought till right here in the 7th inning. Broken bat looper. That's going to work. Here comes Guillermo. He's going to score. The Mariners have a 3-2 lead. How about that? Rod Dyson, a former Royal. He does it to his former teammates. Puts the Mariners back on top. RBI for Dyson's 2nd hit. RBI tonight is 27th on the season.
Well, just mentioned the Mariners, not many opportunities to hit with runners in scoring position tonight, but making the most of it. Little cutter away from him, stays on it just long enough. Off towards the end of the bat. Heredia with his speed scores easily. Mariners 2 for 3 with runners in scoring position. You take another look at Dyson on the cutter. Breaks his bat, but he's okay with that base hit and an RBI.
Zunino fouled out, struck out. Ball 1. Back-to-back RBIs, 3 consecutive hits. Strike the upper edge of the zone. One pitch, 1 out, 1 on. Out by to Mike. Mike with just 1 hit on the road trip. 1 for 11, 0 for his last 9. Maybe he runs into one here. 2-1.
Dyson is not having any issues at all reading the move from the left-hander.
2-2. Three consecutive hits for the Mariners here in the 7th. Valencia fly to center, base hit to center, and a stolen base Seager. RBI double Heredia, RBI single Dyson. Two pitch. Mike will check his swing. Check down David Rackley. Didn't go.
Well, 3-2. You would hope that he would get a pretty good fastball to hit right here.
Three-two pitch. 1 out. Dyson at first. Dyson takes off. Hits. Strike 3 call. Stolen base for Dyson. The Dice Man thrown out back into second. He gets a stolen base here. His 26th. As Zunino strikes out.
Pretty good jump. Again, Butera in the game because Perez had to leave, and Dyson takes advantage of it and gets himself into scoring position for the number 9 hitter, Martin. Mariners are 2 for 3 with runners in scoring position tonight.
2 outs. Buchter's first strikeout. And strike 1 to Martin. He struck out. Fly to center. Stolen bases in this inning, Seager and Dyson. Coming on is Bonamacio, can't get it. Coming around to score, Dyson, a looper, and it works. Base hit, RBI, Leonis Martin, and the Mariners have a 4-2 lead here in the 7th. Boy, that was strategically placed. Worked out beautifully, especially with Dyson's speed. 2 outs.
And critical for the Mariners. He gets jammed on a pretty good fastball, but strong enough to get it into the outfield. Bonifacio has a strong throwing arm, but the Mariners have the right guy on the base paths, and Dyson, he scores without a throw. Clutch hit. Bring up Ben Gamble. Gamble is 1 for 3 tonight. Let's see if Martin wants to steal a base.
Hit a piece one. There he goes. Got a good break. Here's the throw to second. In there safely.
What a jump he
Track
had.
meet underway.
We mentioned it. The Mariners stealing 3 bases last night. And he takes off early. No hesitation at all. Right on the first move. Hard slide into second base to beat the throw. Mariners 3 for 4 with runners in scoring position. Gamble looking for his second base hit in the game.
Nice job building this inning with the legs. Stolen base, big part of it. Down the line, long way, going foul. Ben can come through with 2 strikes. 7th man to the plate here in the 7th inning. For 2 Mariners. Really good operation here by the Mariners. Then behind 1 and 2. Martin, good speed out there. See if he can get another base hit here. See that bat alive.
Held off a pretty good fastball in the outside corner. Well located. Everything away from him.
Booker coming out of the pen. RBI single, strikeout looking, RBI single. Two and 2 to Ben Gamble. Got a base hit back in the 6th. Broken 0 for 18. Two pitch.
Paxton has been in the dugout for a long time. David Phelps starting to get loose in the Mariner pen.
Paxton shutout ball through 4. He was perfect through the first 9 men that he faced before walking a man in the 4th. Here's a 2-2 to Gamble. Good speed at second. Martin pitch swing and a miss. Great inning nonetheless. 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors, a man left, 3 stolen bases in that inning for the Mariners, who've taken a 4-2 lead here in Kansas City. Lottery get out and play today. Mariners relay team coming to the 4 in the 7th inning, scoring 3 times for a 4-2 lead, and James Paxton leaves with the lead and a chance to win his 7th consecutive ball game.
Really threw the ball well again tonight. See him end up leaving the ball game with the lead.
A lot of smiles and attaboys from the skipper, Scott Service.
Well, the Mariners bullpen has gone so well lately. Going to turn it over to the guys out in the pen. See if they can bring this thing home. For Paxton, 6 innings, 4 hits, a couple of runs. They were earned, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts, 95 pitches, 67 of those for strikes.
David Phelps takes over. Been a nice addition to this ball club.
Good fastball from Phelps at 95 miles an hour. That's his overall numbers, 49 appearances on the year, 3.42 ERA.
Mike Moustakas, his first hitter. Moustakas, Bonifacio, and Moss, 6, 7, and 8 here in the home 7th. How about Phelps last time we saw him? Inning and 2/3 against Texas, 5 strikeouts. That was a nice bounce back. He had a tough outing. Took the loss against the Mets on July 28th. An inning, 4 hits, 2 runs, both earned.
That last outing, his fastball was 95 to 97 miles an hour.
That one got home plate umpire Chad Fairchild. You can see Mike Zunino turn around and see if he's okay.
For Phelps, cutter, curve, changeup to go with it.
Yeah, that fastball, really good life, and the command, I mean, it was working beautifully.
Great, yes.
Really excited to be with the Mariners. He fits in just right for what they're looking for. Two 2-1 here to the Moose outside. 3-1. Lefty's hitting .282 against David right-handers .204. 3-1 here. Foul. Full count. Good month of July for David Phelps in 13 games with Miami prior to coming over to the Mariners. 1-1 with a 1.98 ERA in July. (3-2) to Moose. Hanging up in the air. Good speed. Gamble right there. No problem. 1 out. Hey, this season, for every Mariners hit, Fred Hutch will receive a donation from Mariners Care and the Kyle Seeger vs. Cancer Foundation. Hits for Hutch is our way of supporting the life-saving research taking place at Seattle's own Fred Hutchinson Cancer Research Center. Jerry DiPoto and I did a visit over there last year. Remarkable, spectacular work by a lot of dedicated people.
Good quality strike right on the outside corner at the knees. Has a little sink to his fastball today.
Jorge Bonifacio strikeout and a ground out to Cano. Bonifacio facing Phelps for the first time. 4-2 Mariners here in the 7th. Tampa Bay loses at home 2-0 to Milwaukee. Yankees lose to Cleveland 7-2. 1 pitch here. Foul back. Angels trailing at home to Oakland 3-0. Those are your other wild card contestants.
Talked about it much, but that's good news for the Mariners. The Angels still hanging around.
Yeah, they are. Half game behind the Mariners starting today. 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. 2 down. David Phelps with his first K. Time now for Who Am I, presented by Heritage Distilling Company's BSB. Here we go. Made my debut at age 21. Didn't record first hit until 5 seasons later. Batting first for the Royals. Career with the Mariners spanned 10 consecutive seasons. Answer for you later. Brandon Moss. Strikeout and an RBI single tonight. That single in the 5th ended Paxton's scoreless streak at 21 innings.
And the Mariners have the shift on. We talked about it a little bit last night. A little bit of a change defensively. It's Segura that is out on the grass and Cano playing towards the middle. Talked to Manny Acta about it today, but they changed it for the first time yesterday. And apparently Robbie was hit with a line drive in batting practice a few days ago, and I feel like he's moving around as much as well as he normally would. So they made the switch for the time being. We'll see how long it lasts.
It worked out very nicely last evening, so they'll probably ride it for a while.
Well, you and I talked about it with the leg issues that he's had. To have to charge the ball when you're playing so deep in the outfield can be an issue. And Segura, playing second base last year, should not be a problem for him.
Other scores of interest: Houston 2 touchdowns over Toronto, 14-7, top 7 in Houston. Yu Darvish won his first game with the Dodgers, beat the Mets in New York 6-0. Washington beat the Cubs 4-2 in what could be a playoff preview. 2-2 pitch. Reached out, pulled it. Danny backhands, leads to Phelps. Just got that foot in there. Nice inning, David Phelps. 1-2-3. 8th inning coming up, and the Mariners by 2. And former Mariner Brandon Maurer is going to take over. Look at our Columbia Bank difference in the ball game. Take it back to the 7th. Guillermo Heredia pressed into service when Nelson Cruz was out with a stiff neck. RBI double. Here's Dyson doing it to his old team, slicing in Dyson. And then Martin gets it done. There was also 3 stolen bases in that inning.
That was a big part of the inning. A couple of the guys scoring after stealing the base. Mariners being aggressive.
One of the guys with the stolen base, Kyle Seager. Dyson got one, and so did Martin. Here's Brandon Maurer, the former Mariner.
For Maurer, 46 appearances on the year. Tough year, though. A 5.86 ERA for him. Opponents hitting .266. He's given up 4 home runs this year. Still has a good fastball. His average fastball this year at 97 miles an hour. Has a slider and a changeup to go with it.
Picked up from the Padres. This is his 5th game with the Royals. Solid smash, Gap City. Run, Gene, run. Kane will get it back in. He's going to go for 3. Here's a throw to third. He's in there safely. Gene Segura with a leadoff triple here in the 8th inning. And the Mariners already in business. For Segura, his first triple as a Mariner.
This is just a huge play and a great read by Segura. We talk about it all the times, and Mariners, with a number of guys that can run, they've had some issues on the bases, but sometimes that speed will help you out. And he gets about halfway to second, decides he's going to try to get to third, and it was the right choice with his speed. You take a look at the relay, and he slides in safely. So you have a runner at third, nobody out. In the middle of your lineup coming up, the Royals will bring their infield in.
That is a good situation.
The Mariners tonight 3 for 5 with runners in scoring position.
Cano. Going back is Moustakas. He made the play. Robbie tried to put it in the air, get it in the outfield, but a little bit late on the swing.
Well, that'll bring up Danny Valencia. Danny with a sacrifice fly. That was all the way back in the first inning. Scored the first run for the Mariners. Nothing will change for the defense. They'll keep the infield in.
0 for 2 with an RBI. Big run out there.
Bet. Nick Vincent getting loose in the pen for the Mariners.
Nice job by David Phelps. 1, 2, 3 in the 7th coming out of the pen for the Mariners. Hour 6'5", 230 out of Newport Beach, California. 23rd round pick. Mariners back in 08. Valencia in charge right now, 2-0. Two years with the Mariners from Maurer, 5-8 in the 2013 season, a 6.30 ERA. Came back the next year 1-4 with a 4.65. 2-1.
Didn't give in to him. Threw him a slider 2-0 after a couple of fastballs in off the plate.
Maurer in his 5 years in the big leagues, a 4.98 ERA. That's going to get the job done. Fly ball right field. Here comes Segura. Here comes the throw. It is not in time. Danny Valencia, his second sac fly of the ball game, and the Mariner lead now goes to 5-2 as we play here in the 8th.
An important run. We'll make it a 3-run ball game, and a good at bat by Danny. That fastball on the outside corner, but it's elevated for him. It's about right on the line and deep. Bonifacio with a strong throwing arm. We said that earlier. Throws a strike to home, but just too much speed from Segura. So deciding to go for the triple pays off for the Mariners.
It's Kyle Seager, intentionally walked, flied to center, base hit, stolen base, and a run scored. A couple of nights ago when we were arriving at our hotel from Texas, looked up and there was Brandon Maurer, of course just recently acquired by the Royals, and he's staying at the same hotel where we were staying. And I looked at him, I said, dude, you just come to our ball club or what? He said, no, this is where I'm staying. Had me fooled there for a second. Of course it was 2 o'clock, 2 a.m. here. Royals coming back into town from Baltimore. Late swing. Kyle's gone. And that'll do it for the Mariners in the 8th. But they pick up another run. They get it off former Mariner Maurer to make it a 5-2 ball game. Seattle Mariners baseball on Root Sports is brought to you by Jack in the Box. Come try the Sriracha Curly Fry Burger Munchie Meal only at Jack in the Box. By BNSF Railway, sponsor of the BNSF Blast. By Money Tree, proud to make a donation to Mariners Care for every Mariners win. And by CenturyLink, connecting you to the power of the digital world. Things working out well for the Mariners here tonight. 5-2 lead, bottom 8 coming up. And the Beacon Plumbing call to the bullpen brings you to Nick Vincent.
What a year Nick Vincent has had for the Mariners. Really pitched well. You can see the 1.77 ERA for him. 45 2/3, 36 strikeouts over 8 walks. Opponents hitting .234. Good fastball at 90 miles an hour. You want to see a cutter, 87, 88, and a slider to go with it.
City's Escobar leads off. 9-1-2 coming up here in the 8th inning. Dribbler in front of the plate. Vincent calls off Zunino. And digging it out is Valencia, 1 down.
I'll take a look at it. It looked as if Nick was saying he had a 2-seam fastball when he picked it up off the grass. Pretty good sinker to Danny, but Danny able to handle it, no problem.
One away here in the Kansas City 8th, top of the order, Whit Merrifield. Strike 1. What a year for Nick Vincent. Valencia hanging with it, makes the play. 2 outs. Big out. 2 down here in the 8th. Make your voice heard, everybody. Nominate your favorite plays of the week by tweeting us using the hashtag RootFanFave. Each month, one lucky fan's going to win a Coors Light mini fridge just for participating. For official rules, visit rootsports.com. Give you an idea how good a year it's been for Nick Vincent. Boy, you look at his month by month. In April, a 2.25 ERA in 10 games. A 2-1 record in May with a 2.31. June, 8 games, an ERA of 0.00 in 8 innings. July, 1-0 with a 2.13. And this is second game here in the month of August. Here's Lorenzo Cain.
Something that has become pretty common for the Mariners with the guys out of the bullpen, and that is that they come into the game throwing strikes. They typically have pretty good command of the strike zone right out of the gate, and nobody any better than that than Nick. He's been terrific. Right-handed hitters, he'll work the outer edge of the plate with the cutter. At times you'll see 90 at the top of the strike zone. That's where they want to go right now.
Ball and 2 strikes here. So Lorenzo Cain hit hard, right field, going back Martin. He's there. 1, 2, 3. How do you do here in the 8th? 5-2 Mariners. In Kansas City, let's revisit our Who Am I? Made his debut at 21. First for the Royals, career with the Mariners span 10 consecutive seasons. Who is it? It's Lou Piniella. April 8, 1969, Municipal Stadium. First batter, first hit in the first inning, first double in the first run in the first, and the first 4-hit game by Lou Piniella. Good hit. Good hitter.
Neftali Feliz will take over. 44 appearances on the year, ERA just under 5. 31 strikeouts, 18 walks in 42 innings. Rough numbers for him. Opponent's hitting just .232, but he's given up 8 home runs. His fastball there still has a good one, 96 miles an hour. Slider, cutter, changeup to go with it.
There was a time where it was many years before the Mariners even scored off of this guy.
Yes, you're right. And many years he was throwing 100 miles an hour.
Easily.
Yeah, with a pretty good cutter. Speaking of 100, Edwin Diaz getting loose in the pen for the Mariners.
Guillermo skies one, center field. Keane going to take control. Already with a big RBI double in the 7th. Robinson Cano back in the first inning, 500th career double. 7th second baseman to do that, 63rd player overall. Mariners take the lead, 3 runs in the 7th. Your highlights.
Another great milestone for him.
Felix on your right, he'll pitch tomorrow's game. Dyson pops this one up, and it'll get out of play.
Another good game for Dyson. 2 for 3, has a stolen base. Scored a run and driven in a run. So the first 2 games of the series against his former team, he's picked up 4 hits. Nelson Cruz, a late scratch today, originally in the lineup as the DH cleanup hitter, but scratched late, right before the game.
Neck stiffness. We'll see him next. Tee it up tomorrow. Big rain expected to come tomorrow.
Hopefully they'll be able to get it in. If not, they'll have a double header on Sunday.
I'm already mindset for the double dip. I figured let's just set it up now.
Yeah, it's supposed to start raining, I think, around 10 o'clock in the morning, and then stop. We'll see.
Could be getting up 4 to 6 inches. Be a lot. That's a heck of a lot of rain. Yep, might as well condition myself for it right now, and then we'll catch a break tomorrow. We'll catch a break and I'll be happy. Neftali Feliz comes into tonight's game with a 3-2 record against the Mariners, a 1.95 ERA. Mariners didn't score on him 2009, 10, 11, 12. Finally scored a run against him in a 2015 season. Bouncing ball. Hosmer will take it, feed to Feliz. There's 2 away. And that'll bring up Mike Zunino. Hi, fans. As we continue our annual Ultimate Northwest Fan Contest this season, we'd like to extend an invitation to all Northwest sports fans to join us over Labor Day weekend at Safeco Field. Receive a view-level ticket and your choice of an Ultimate Northwest t-shirt for just $17. Box-level seat and t-shirt, $36. Purchase through this special offer. For details, visit mariners.com/ultimate. Mariner fans. Mike Zunino. Pop up, 2 strikeouts, 1 swinging, 1 looking.
A little better pass at that fastball. Need to get Mike to get going in the right direction again. Good fastball at 95, probably middle away. It was a better swing for him.
0 for 1 against Feliz. He's in his career 3-2 with 12 saves against the Mariners over the years. 1-2 to Mike. Three runs in the 7th, 1 in the 8th for the Mariners. Take the lead off the glove of Butera. Two to Zunino, 2 out, nobody on. Two count. Martine's on deck. Ground ball, Moustakas. Throws out Zunino, and here we go. Bottom 9. Mariners 5-2 coming up for KC. Melky Cabrera, Eric Hosmer, Salvador, and Butera. It'll be against Edwin Diaz. Diaz, reliever of the month in July, takes over here. He's going to face 3, 4, and 5 in the order.
45 appearances, 21 saves, a 3.15 ERA, 64 strikeouts at 45 2/3. Great number for him. Opponents hitting just 194. Fastball mid to upper 90s and a hard slider. He will get the middle of the lineup. 3, 4, and 5. Cabrera, Hosmer, Butera, who came into the game for Perez.
8 saves in the month of July, a 1.98 ERA for Edwin Diaz. Tough hitter here, Melky Cabrera. First pitch strike at 96. No problem living down there.
Down to 98. Mariners play Cabrera straight up on the infield and the outfield.
Okay, Melky's 1 for 2 against Edwin Diaz. Feeling good tonight.
Throwing hard. That's what we've seen out of him over the last month. Pitcher of the month, reliever of the month in July.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. 1 out.
Well, after 4 fastballs, he comes right back with a slider down out of the strike zone.
Boy, how about the Mariners showing that they got legs and they know how to use them. 3 stolen bases, big part of the 3-run 4-hit inning. Big RBIs, bottom of the order. Took over this game, added another run in the 8th. Tough hitter here in Hosmer. Weak ground ball. Cano surrounds, fires, just got him. 2 outs.
And a very good play by Robbie. We talked about him playing deep. The left-handed hitter, strong arm, gets rid of it quickly. It's Hosmer about a half a step, maybe even a little less than that. Drew Butera going to have his first plate appearance in this series and came into the game late for Perez, Salvador Perez, the all-star catcher for the Royals.
Terra's first look at Diaz. First pitch, strike. 98, half so. Have another one at 100.
100 at the top of the strike zone, no less.
Oh, 2, trying to wrap it up. Kudos to Zunino making a catch on that with the backhand.
He wasn't sure. He had to check himself. 100 off the plate away.
One and 2 here to Butera. Come back here. Run it over. Yes, indeed. Ball game right there. Mariners win it 5-2 into 2-game losing streak. Get back above 500 at 56 and 55. And James Paxton wins his 7th consecutive game.
Nice bounce back for the Mariners. You had to feel good about Paxton. Congratulations to Robinson Cano, his 500th career double. And again, Nelson Cruz scratched right before the game, so they moved Valencia up to hit 4th, and Cruz is